What's good everyone, it's Steve from Sneaker Tech Talk, back with another video today. And for today's video, we're gonna check out the unreleased pair of the Nike LeBron 20 in the debut colorway. All right, before we start off with the shoes, we're just gonna take a quick look at the box. It does come in a gray and pink box, and it says strive for greatness, and then it says Cleveland 03 to 10, Miami 10 to 14, Cleveland 14 to 18, and then Los Angeles 18 to now. And I did get these in a size 10.5. I did grab these over at ID for Shoes over on eBay. They did get these a couple weeks ago, so I'm definitely happy to add these to the rotation as far as the on-court use. But the LeBron 20s actually come with a tech card as well. It shows all of the tech within this shoe. So you have the Nike Sphere, which was taken from the Air Zoom Generation 2s and 3s. You have a full-length Cushlon midsole with a very large 13mm Air Zoom bag in the heel and a Turbo Zoom airbag in the forefoot. And then you have that lateral guardrail for support on hard lateral cuts. And then you have that multi-directional traction pattern, which for me, honestly, I think it's the best traction out right now. And then here's some sketches of the Nike LeBron 20. But with no further ado, let's check out the shoes. As far as I'm concerned, this is kind of the Cleveland Cavaliers colorway. There is some stuff that nods the Cavs within this shoe. I will go over that, but like I said, you do have that very aggressive multi-directional traction pattern. It's just kind of zigzags in every which way, and these are very loud on court. This is such a refresh from last year with the 19 crown logo. This traction has been very reliable on court. Even the translucent pairs, I've already had this pair on court and they perform amazing. You do have that Dunkman right here at the heel, and you do have that carbon fiber shank plate. This is a great colorway to see how big that shank plate is. I know the Jordan 11s kind of runs almost full length within the shoe, but here with the LeBron 20s, it offers some great midfoot support, but it still offers that kind of forefoot, that flexibility that he needs on court. Moving your way up from that, you do have that full length Cushlon midsole here. It's very soft, very plush underfoot. This is one of my favorite cushioning setups out right now as well. It's just so plush, and it's great for me being in my mid-30s. It offers some great impact protection. In the heel, you do have that 13mm Air Zoom bag. It's very thick. It offers a ton of impact protection on those crash landings if you're landing on your heel. And then in the forefoot, it's kind of the whole surface area of the forefoot. It's that Zoom turbo bag with all of those little lines going throughout the bag, which just offers some great flexibility as far as the forefoot zoom goes. And then moving your way up from that, this material, I know they're calling it a mesh, but like I mentioned in the performance review of my LeBron 20s, these feel like more like Flyknit on foot, and they're super comfortable. There's really no break-in time at all with these uppers, which I definitely like. So you have that knit or that mesh material, and then moving your way up from that, you do have this leather, kind of pebbled leather swoosh at the back there, and then this metallic gold swoosh here in front of that. You do have some leather on the eye stay, which wraps around the shoe. And then on the medial side, you do have this black leather swoosh as well. It's definitely a clean look. You do have all of those X's for the LeBron 20 for the stitching around the swoosh. And then at the back of the shoe, you have a really small portion at the heel counter where you have some leather at the top. But overall, the design of the LeBron 20, I'm definitely loving it. I love that they went with a low top shoe. It's a lightweight shoe. It's actually his lightest weight shoe ever. So you're seeing a ton of people play with these in the NBA right now. It reminds me of the Kobe models, like the 4s and the 5s and the 6s. Pretty much the whole NBA was wearing that the last couple of years, but a lot of people are transitioning to the LeBron 20s. And for me, I think that's because this shoe offers more impact protection than all of those Kobe models. I love playing on those Kobe models, but this shoe is pretty readily available online. If you go on eBay, these are listed for about $20 over retail. So for me, it's just a great buy, and it's just a super reliable shoe on court, which for me, at my age, that's what I need. I need something that fits great, and you're gonna get that here in the Nike LeBron 20. As far as the fit goes in the Nike LeBron 20, I did cover that in my performance review. I went with true to size. My toe is almost at the end of the shoe right here, but I do find like it's pretty wide foot friendly, and this material stretches out a little bit over time. So I wear pretty thin socks when I play basketball, and this shoe just offers a fantastic one-to-one fit, which for me is exactly what I want within a basketball shoe. Moving over to support, this shoe is very supportive as well. You do have a very rigid external heel counter, and then moving your way down from that, you do have a traditional eye stay. If you crank these laces down, they're really going to have you covered and have you locked into the back of the shoe. Obviously, this shoe is a low top, but you're going to get your support from the internal heel counter, cranking those laces down. You do have this lateral guardrail right here. So on hard lateral cuts, this guardrail, and then there's some extra material right here. It's thicker right here than it is on the top of the shoe. So on those hard lateral cuts, the material of the upper and this guardrail are going to have you covered, and your foot is also sitting ever so slightly within this midsole. So I've really had no issues on my hard lateral cuts in the Nike LeBron 20. Moving your way to the bottom of the shoe, it's a pretty wide and stable base with this flared out outrigger right here, just offering some support so your foot doesn't teeter over within the shoe. And like we mentioned before, you do have that carbon fiber shank plate, so this shoe's torsional rigidity in the middle of the shoe is fantastic, which is exactly what LeBron needs for his 20th season. So this shoe, as far as support goes, I think it's one of the better ones on the market right now, especially that it's a low top basketball shoe, and LeBron's 20th shoe, I think Nike absolutely knocked it out of the park as far as the support goes. So just as far as some of the details go on the Nike LeBron 20, there is kind of some laser etching here in the Cushlon. I can't really make out what a lot of it is, but right here it does say Akron for Akron, Ohio, where LeBron is from. And then moving over here, you do have some more laser etching here. I know some of the pairs for this debut colorway, I have seen like 2016 Champs and Cavs. So on the pair that I have, there's not a ton of details that you can kind of make out as far as the forefoot laser etching goes. Right here, you can kind of see a partial LJ23 logo. But overall, there's some pretty sweet details here on the Nike LeBron 20. You do have a really small crown logo here on the medial side. You do have that leather swoosh with the X pattern for the Nike LeBron 20. At the back of the shoe, you do have that LJ crown logo, and that is laser etched into this nice, pretty nice and thick leather portion here, or tab at the back of the shoe. You have that double swoosh design, which I think it looks great. It is kind of hanging off the back of the shoe just a little bit, but I've had no issues with it kind of pulling off or falling off. On the tongue, you have his signature with the XX, and then you have this little kind of lace loop here on the tongue, and when you put them together, obviously it's an X and an X for LeBron 20s, and then at the base of the shoe, you have more of the same with the XX, kind of that little plastic or metal medallion. Overall, I think there's really no shortage as far as details here. Behind the tongue, there is kind of some script as well. It says LeBron Pink Diamond Collection, established in 2003. Overall, I think this is just a very nice design. Honestly, it's one of my favorite basketball shoes to wear right now. So let me know what you guys think as far as the Nike LeBron 20. Have you picked a pair up yet? I know the retail price is very steep for a low top basketball shoe, coming in at 200 USD, 260 here in Canada. But in Canada, Courtside Sneakers is the only place that I've seen release the Nike LeBron 20. In the Time Machine, they had a pre-order for that and the black and reds, but they recently got the Time Machines in store and had some more sizes for the general public. But Foot Locker, Nike.com here in Canada, no one else has been carrying the Nike LeBron 20s, so I'm not really sure what's going on, because I know over in the US, they're pretty much sitting online and in stores. This colorway here has not released yet. I'm hearing December 10th for the debut colorway, but just like everything else with Nike, everything is more or less getting pushed back, so I wouldn't be surprised if these do come out a little bit later. There is also a really cool Christmas colorway. It's a green kind of Grinch theme. It's not really the green that I would have preferred on the Nike LeBron 20, kind of being more reminiscent of the Kobe 6, but more or less it's a colorway that I might pick up to play with on court. But that's going to do it for today's video on the Nike LeBron 20 in the debut colorway. Let me know what you guys think of these down in the comments. I know this is a colorway that will probably get pretty dirty over time, but I'm going to try and wear these sparingly on court, in shoot-arounds, and in some games. But I do have the black and red and the Time Machine colorway. I'm just really enjoying the LeBron 20 right now, playing in them on court. Let me know if you guys have experienced these on court yet. Stick around for the on foot portion at the end of the video. I've already had these on court, but I will throw them on foot so you guys can check them out. As always, if you guys could like, comment, and subscribe, that helps the channel a ton. And check out my Instagram over at 23mj88, as it is an extension of my YouTube channel with all my pickups, basketball footage, and just my nostalgia as a whole, kind of what I grew up with. I love sharing that over on Instagram. But as always, thanks for watching, and until next time, peace.
Look, I'm in line with the stars, I'm in sync with the earth. 10 toes deep, flower child from the turf. I never switch sides, like even when I die, I'ma ride for the squad. Let her ties in the hearse. I've been on a vibe kinda hard.